Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Just playing in the song in the background here. Okay.
Anytime, Stephen.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
All right. It's a very good morning to you and welcome to it. This is the Free Ride Podcast. Today, I've got an amazing guest. And thank you very much to everybody who is liking the video, who is clicking to subscribe. So keep it up. I'll grow in the numbers and let's push the numbers, man. We are on 35 new subscribers. Harka Shapa 100 in the next month. That'll be amazing. See.
That's like pinnacle.
Yeah. 100,000 and then we push it from there. So yeah, man, we look forward to that. So today's guest is an amazing person, an amazing human being. Queen KR. She is a media specialist. She's running 1912 online radio as a programs manager. Well, as a station manager, actually. She's done all sorts of roles. Queen, when you've done everything.
Go officing.
Go officing, outside the office.
Yeah.
You are involved in music, all sorts of things.
Yeah,
Good morning and welcome to the show, man.
Yo, good morning. And thank you. It's a Monday.
You're the first lady to be on here.
Yay! Keep breaking the virginity. I will check my I'm opening doors. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing? You're looking great. You're looking
Thank
like
you.
you're back to yourself.
Yeah. I mean, after a long 9 weeks of hell, I feel much better now. I think I'm fully recovered, though it's here and there. But I feel I'm much better now. Yeah.
We'll talk about what you went through later.
Yes.
But Arkaleka, who is Queen? Queen Ukholetse Kai, Kichirago Kai. What are you on about?
So Queen Kichirago Soweto.
Yeah.
I'll say go Soweto because I didn't just grow up go White City.
Yeah.
Like White City was later on in my life, basically a teenager. But I Queen Kichiri wa go White City. I was born Khuthatso Rabutapi.
Yeah.
And I love my name, Khuthatso Rabutapi, because that's who my mother saw. Hanekili Munyana, bona Khuthatso ya hae. So I was a mommy's girl, and I'm still a mommy's girl even now. No matter what, but I still feel very close to my mom.
Do you speak to her?
I do. Actually, I do something. Some people find it creepy, but I sleep next to my mom every day.
Really?
Yeah, like that's what I used to do when she was still alive.
Oh.
So, like, even so,
I tried
like,
to tell my other daughter, can come and sleep between us. They're like,
no. But now I sleep like Nanje Nekirubala next to my mom. Like I had a very close relationship with my mom. So I was born after 2 babies that passed on.
Okay.
So Mamaka had bana ba banyane and then baby ba tlhokofala. So I was the first child to survive. Go Mamaka.
What?
So Mamaka like my mom didn't believe her to ba le ngwana.
Yeah.
Because Molly still borning she had a miscarriage.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
it's
On
like
both
3
of them?
babies. No, it's like 3 babies besides the 2 stillborns.
What?
So when my mom saw me, because I think my mom after a month. Am I gonna survive or not?
What?
Because like the situations they ufitile godzone.
Yeah.
So Mamaka then high. So I was mommy's girl. Like my mom was very overprotective.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, so you grew up
Go Naledi, yes. And then after my mom got married, then the go Naledi. Go my grandmother's house, and then the redula like what's like a stable house. Until my mom got into, and then the divorce happened, and then we had to go back to Mkasho. After Mkasho, then my mom got the property at White City. Yeah.
And then school? Where did you go to? High school, primary school?
So Primary school, I went to Mikhatong. After Mikhatong, I went.
Where is Mikhatong?
It's in Mapetla.
Okay.
And then after Mikhatong, it's between Mapetla and Piri.
Oh, okay.
And then after Mikhatong, I went to Isaacson Primary.
What
So
is Isaacson?
no,
Oh.
I at Isaacson Primary School. It's a school, Selung Sutumileka 1956, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So from my aunt, like Abo Mam Cool, back in Isaacson. My mom went to Isaacson. I went to Isaacson. My little sister went to Isaacson.
What?
My kids nearly went to Isaacson. They were like, no, you're not going there.
We're not going there.
Yeah.
But
It's like almost like the generation of Mam Kholu, my mom, generation ya Runa rile go Isaacson Primary. And then from Isaacson I went to Tlhatlugang. And then after Tlhatlugang I went to Dr. Beas Nodia.
Oh, then go Soweto.
Yes, all the schools go Soweto, and then Becky drop her out. Go Dr. Beas Nodia due to like the bullying in school. So I used to be bullied a lot.
What?
in school. Because like kinalimantu ama, like my legs did like different from other people.
Okay.
So like a lot of actually my teacher then I had a joke about my legs in the class, and now I couldn't take it anymore, and then I lashed out on her, and then I was suspended.
Ha.
And then after being suspended, I think that's when I realized I'm too much of an activist, because I realized that teacher used to bully a lot of kids in the, like how dark you are. There was a girl, nanalidi pimples, ale dark classing, and she would, and as a female teacher, so I was suspended, and then my mom decided, no, you can't be suspended, and then I decided to look and go school and then unfortunately
But you go like a color township, isn't it? Or in Ali Botaki and
yes. So the sad part was okay, I went to that school, but unfortunately I had issues that I went through during that time.
Okay.
That time where I was raped.
What?
So I didn't deal with the rape when I was 14, because I was raped when I was 14. So at that time
14,
when I was
Queen.
Yes. So I didn't, like, to be honest, I didn't deal with the rape issue or the rape saga when I was 14 at that time. So it tomile go catch up I think when I was 16. So like during that time for me was okay, I was raped because of my body. So I grew up being
an older guy.
Yes, and a stranger. I don't know him. And the sad part is even today I never got justice. Though I think I healed from it throughout the years with the journey. We'll talk about it at a later stage.
Yeah.
But so when I was raped at 14, I couldn't tell my mom about it because it was a matter of issues with my mom at the time. Yeah. So my mom, myself, and my little sister, because we grew up with a very tight relationship. So like obviously your mother or maybe I move on at some point. So I didn't have the best of relationships with my stepdad at the time. So unfortunately we didn't have that close relationship, and in a back and forth she's lying, so the
about your sister?
No, about myself. Like my stepdad used to so my sister is an A student.
Okay.
Very smart, like Omo. And then like with the rape issue, it affected me to an extent that I would fail a lot. Not fail, but the marks did drop. So if I got 80%, the other drop to about 60, 65. So my stepdad would make a joke about it and be like, yeah, that's why when Anjona leave me or something like that. So because like I was curvaceous and like feet
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
So he would make like
Those
comments
utterances
about
and stuff, yeah.
my body like that. So when I was raped, I was told that by my perpetrator, cause upagile, cause unama hipsy. Like I felt ukuthi so it happened, and it happened wrong, where I had a fight with my mom and my stepdad, and I was trying to tell my mom about my stepdad, and we had a fight. My mom asang kutlwe, my stepdad denying it, and then mina ngakwata, trying to vent out if I can get somebody to speak to my mom. And unfortunately I met the perpetrator, thinking utlongthusa with the situation, kanti he added more problems to it. And then
it's someone you knew, or was it
somebody that I didn't know? Ke motho ke tlhakaneng le ena ko strateng, and ba mpotsa gore what's going on, ukhalelani. Then ebe ke mo jwetsa. So he took advantage of that, because I was vulnerable and miserable and crying, and I was in a state, and that's how I lost my virginity. But after that, I went to the police station, but for me was ke tlo fitla ko police station ke re ke rapilwe ke mang, ha ke mo tsebe this person, ke tlo re ke mong ka kae. And then I had a lot of anger towards my mom after that. It ruined our relationship for that period. And for me, I felt gore high school, the rape issue started, haunting me. Because of being dark. I remember this other fellow student, and for me was like, how do you say something? So I had a lot of anger issues, and I think low self-esteem started kicking in, because now I didn't trust my body enough. By a stepfather, and when my mom is here, he's denying it. Bana would tell me like, all those things. And being a teenager, like that thing in felt to an extent that I need to protect myself. And that's when I met a guy, he was my protector. And
helped you through.
And helped me through, but did a lot of damage as well.
What, taking out people who were messing with you, or
not necessarily not necessarily that, but like he felt he owns me. Because I had my twins, 17, and with him, and he was my first stable boyfriend. So being baby daddy, being like this person
at 17.
Yes. So the guy, no anyone that would mess with me, because he would, like, obviously boyfriend, but he would pick me up, drop me off, go skolong. Like we did a whole lot of things together. Me and that person, like I'll take some, like wherever he is, I'm there. Wherever I am, he's there. So until I fell pregnant, and then when I fell pregnant, then life changed. Okay, Mamaka didn't have a choice. Mamaka then realized, like, as a venta, and just why would you become pregnant? This and this, and then that's when I started telling my mom, azanke wang mamela. This is what your boyfriend did 1, 2, 3, 4, and I felt very comfortable around this person. So my mom then started realizing, before I lose my child, this person must go. So the guy left, and me and my mom build our relationship close, but unfortunately that relationship. So my mom said I choose my daughters over everything. So me and my mom then repaired the relationship, And then I had my twins. Like, my twins were I guess my everything at the time. But though I was trying to adapt to being a parent, going back to school, but it was very challenging having a guy that would breathe down my neck about being a wife to be koyena. Like, now tlamele ke adjusted to being, you know, and the guy was, I'm not saying that Zulu men are something, but he was a typical Zulu man, or msadi kimsadi, you know.
Yeah.
So
typical Zulu man, meaning
like,
a woman must know
her place, yeah.
Okay.
And he became very possessive to an extent that, like, aba like khuthatso ke motho like umuntu wami, if I go even to the store I need to report. I go like go skolong uwang stalker, like life yaka nje ya change. So life ya rona really to ga change, and I didn't quite know gore what's in for a living.
Okay.
I think I was still naive, nekili denial, and being 17, okay, la ke khotse ke le mama's baby, and now yena umu. So I didn't grow up exposed to a whole lot of street life.
Because you became a parent at a very young
yes,
age,
and
responsible,
and the mamaka, you know, and so the guy yo first twins koyena, though he had a whole lot of children, but first twins.
Wait, you knew about other children?
I only knew about let me see, one from the other baby mama, one from the other baby mama. Khani, the other baby mama has other children
with him.
Yes, and so, like, all of that in for a 17-year-old, it's overwhelming. And
just good at this nigga just had.
To be honest, like that teenager on Narata, this guy, because this guy, somehow he was abusive, but the fact that no guy can come through Konna because he's forever there. Yeah. The fact that no one will rape me again. He's there.
He gave you that security.
That security, yeah. And I then found out Khorikili Kinza. Bashadi heist. So okay, now I have to adapt.
What?
To life ya Khuba Cherwali Kinza. So okay, cool. Fast forward, like a guy. I remember there's a guy, and somehow I don't know why. Ilea at the time Ilea Nkaza the thing ne, but he has a okay. Hey, not best cousin this nuts. For an example, there's a guy shang in ne.
Yeah.
Like ulantwara, and then I'm like ungang bambi, and then abaria uzongkomang ngan. So I grew up quite like hake khula quite city sekina libana though.
Yeah.
This guy. So nelintela re wena yazi ukuthi white city be unga benge kuze ne o yakho.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
okay. And then
I do white city kimshimana kumfula. So it's ang shapa kampama ne. I called my baby daddy, and the guy like bamshaya to an extent that watute white city he didn't stay ko white city anymore.
Yeah.
So that thing okay, no guy will ever touch me. Like I will share with yeah, let me just put it that way.
And it felt good at the time.
It felt good because with the whole thing ya gore kunamachita no kungitelela ngitshela ukuthi ngipakile kunamachita, you know, anokungitshela ukuthi ngiyahalisa and all of that. I knew gore despite that this guy is very abusive because he started becoming physical, he started becoming like so possessive. I can't go anywhere. Like I know like unclap and all of that. I knew Linda at that time. No. Fact of the matter is la ali abusive, but I know no guy will ever touch me because he's there. He's there. So I felt very protected. I felt very secured. Despite of all the abuse.
Yeah.
And then I fell pregnant again with his son, and the abuse like started escalating. Like it started becoming like more and more and more. Like Atoma, like Khoba, very jealous, and then we had our son. Our son was named after him. And then Ababa West, like I don't know Abe worse, but he became very worse. Like Aupumi, the way guys, I remember Komaponya Mall, anti security, because a guy would do medicine, and the guy I think wanted to ask or not. You know how it's a shopping yabana.
Yeah.
You'd find the guy who confused. Okay, and then the guy asked, and then my baby daddy felt this guy is disrespectful.
Wow, shit.
And then and luckily at the time no the social media where people take videos and pictures. So so like I started trying to address the issue, stating I don't like it when you do 1, 2, 3, 4. But still, he didn't like Nasa Boni into a wrong with that, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then
he was conditioned in his thinking. Already.
The thing is, I'm even writing a book about him.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's certain things that I had to research about him, because you know, like we broke up later on after our son. Because I felt like ngizoskrepeka lana mengaskrepeki ngizoluza impilo yami, because I felt he's very like I won't go back to school, I won't achieve anything with this person. There was a lot of cheating, there was a whole lot of baby mamas ba papa unalingwana mole okay bono mntwana. I didn't like the Lelina. I was trying to you know, find myself. So because my mom was very, very supportive in everything that I was doing, Mewaka decided, no, you need to go back to school. You need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to, like, I need to protect you somewhere, somehow. So Mamaka was that support structure. So Mamaka interested in this person I we end out with him, because you are very smart, sharp. But I'm not saying right, but somewhere, somehow, you just need to find a way. You want counseling, I'll find counseling for you. So at the time, I was going through a lot of depression and like the other baby mama, Atanya, the other one, Lien, like there was so much. The other ones, Bafona, no Munduami, okay. He would lie, say, go KZN, and bump into him. Atamali girlfriend, and I would take the heat for it. So for me, was like I just can't take it anymore. For I felt to my future, because of being that protective and pillar own protector, but I can't live like this. So when we split, and unfortunately our split, as Anke about split out sharp. Family had to intervene and get involved because I was in a coma. So when we broke up, he felt.
Did he put you in a coma?
Yes, like when
from hitting you.
Yeah. So how things happened, like like I had a party because maybe over a month or 2, I don't remember very well, because some stuff in from that, like I lost part of the memories, but like I had a party with some of my friends. So some of the things, but this is what happened. So it's so there were, because Kidula Pela pub, right? So no khunali fancy, like before talking about and stuff. So people near Habafita Bayako Papong, Neriduzi, oh Abuche, okay, sharp. How about we join you? Radula. The guys are Baritzibi, but it was good company, Nereplomile. baby daddy kinalina kwetele ke samboni, and I want to move on anyway from him. I was celebrating gore ko skolong bang acceptile. I was celebrating gore I'm going back to school. I was celebrating gore I'm reclaiming my life. Then this other guy ba re ngicela ungibeke di jacket, then ngizochukuthi zoyithatha Mrs. Hamba. Okay, sharp. The guys left basiya jacket. So now in my head I thought when I heard the knock, give the guy, and like azanka kana khana gore ke khile gate. So meaning u jumpile gate, the baby daddy, and
came to knock.
It's like kibula yo ka hlangabeza ke dimpama. Okay, what's happening? And yeah, he ulang like wabona ba re motho ulwa nawe, and he did say gore yabona namhlanje ngifuna ukuthi ufe so that akunandoda ezoba
what
ezokhona ukuthi ibe nawe.
He said that?
Yeah, I mean uhlangane nami usakhula, and now sozibona ukuthi umdala awusangifuni angeke yenzeke. And then like the way nang shapakateng, because even my sister was like, what made me panic the most was when he took you and abel antaw shapansa ko sfateng, like antaw shap, because my sister said you collapsed, and after o collapse abatlatsa metsi ko pavong and then threw you ka mogara pav.
What?
And then when I hane ke qala ke phapamiswa ke metsi, and then he started hitting me again. Then kopanyaza cause ne gotle like batho ke gona se batlo tsamaya, people were begging him uraya ukwazi ukushaya intombazana kanje, like my face was already like
swelling.
Yeah, swelling khanyane. Like even I think at that time nese ke give up ile gora like it's fine. And I kind of go kukile our son, and from me was okay, sharp. I'm dying today, and
he's beating in front of the kid.
I mean the twins were sleeping. My sister was busy calling my police, and what made me angry the most, I think at that time, kids were coming and like ebilenje my police anje, was after my sister called Komuroka, and then Komuroka they said, niqalile ntagiwe mise ntagiwe nfonela amaphoyisa. And she's explaining to the person on my phone gore this person is going to kill my sister, and they were like mise niqalile ntagiwe. So at that time, like for me was okay. So what like the last straw, I think, because my sister says because my mom had another house besides the property. So my mom had another house and mama kana lisiko. So ne go property with my sister. So my sister, after the baby daddy left, my sister because she had to call in for help. Then the then I collapsed. Khani, my head inali, like I think he limited. So I woke up after 4 days. And you know, like the doctor, even the doctor omponing, the first thing I chilongo mewaka was, to be honest, this person will never survive. The way I link a thing, because they thought, like I get because both my eyes were swollen, the mouth, like and I had a lot of blood. So for them, they felt whoever I get right.
And at that time, all Shapa saw as if Olona Limun.
Yeah, even Limun like even Laulana Limun, I don't think you would beat up somebody like that. Like to be honest, it's inhuman. Yeah. And the sad part was when my brothers, then my mom called Boma Loma and stuff. My mom said, I don't want to see you.
So like, that was the last.
Yeah, that was the last. Because it's not the first time umshaya pregnant, umshaya every now and then. Situla, silwe nawe, and when you think just because of Bowazi certain things now you took advantage of that and thinking we won't be there. So unga says a jardin lam. If you want to cherry but myself like iyaphela le relationship. So the families then like the families in general like the families in general because the thing and my family I feel like like 1 2 3 4 and no so na le nako sa tlhola o tla bona bana ba gago o supporta bana and all of that. So why were you there? The kutsho wena no ntse mo stalker ms no mo checka go goetsang no chaza go go dutse kontlo. And elena somehow I felt I'm moving on because the girlfriend in Anali yona kutsho during that time no gona ngwana nna jola lena, so this girl would come driving his car and apake ko ye so di chomi tsa gagwe and do all these funny things. So Lina, I felt I need to reclaim my life back, and elimewa ka actually ba bona gore di girlfriend tsa idea tsang. So Luena, you can't be sitting and
waiting for him.
No, you just need to claim your life back and move on. And when I moved on, that's what he did. But it's a hike for me was okay sharp kinale bana, like ka water from a size 36 34 like to I think a size 28 26. Like I became very thin. So most times I'm recovering yo kasi that's why I would say the wounds from those beatings I would forgive my baby daddy more than I would forgive Batbakokas.
What?
Yeah, like I don't like.
It's what they said, what they did.
What they said, what they did.
Yeah.
Ukipisisu, ushiwo baby daddy, uyalaega, uyazibona. She thinks she's smart. She thinks she's beautiful. Like, and from Basadi.
Yes.
Kiabona machita abuwa vele mara kidilo tsa one day.
Yeah.
Basadi,
they keep it. They wanna break your spirit.
You were fit say funny things. So for me was like Mewaka. I think Mewaka was the strongest person around me, because if it wasn't for her being that strong for me, standing up for me, protecting me in all of those things, I think Nkebekele kadinka kadi absorber and like it's not where you drink alcohol every day, you smoke drugs and like all those things because of the pressure or this like pressure unnecessary dipuo tsa batho saying nonsense about you une AIDS, like there's
when are you know what blows my mind, Kore, I mean, I've spoken to a few people on this show, and what we spoke about was discrimination growing up. What are the things you were discriminated against? Just because you are black, just because you got long dreadlocks, just because you have a big beard, just because you are dark skinned, just because you are light skinned. I mean, Linda, I remember growing up how you know, I was teased for all sorts of reasons, and by family and by like, you know, certain friends growing up. And it's enough for you to be really fucked up as an adult, you know?
It is, because you end up taking, like, you consume the lote. Sometimes you even make them about you, like how we cheba. We born in cheba. So sometimes if you are weak enough, you'll end up or usna that support structure. So not because my mom was there. Like I had to protect myself and protect the inner peace night that time. But like mamaka somehow like when we discussed it was because you'll never have peace. Cause
it's so sad,
what happened? It's a problem. How happy? It's a problem. Problem.
TV.
Problem. Walapa. Problem. Like problem.
Given up.
Problem. So Kokasi for me was like mamaka at that time, because I was going through like severe depression anyway on another level. Mamaka ba re konna e re ko tjwetse ngwana ka ge lauka ya for counseling thing khwaetsa khalang. But if usa itjwetse wena gore you want to better your life, there's nothing, because it starts here. Mama Kabar, I'm gonna help you where I can, but you need to
be strong.
To be strong and run your race somewhere somehow. You nearly died, so you can't afford gore o benteng enteng. O dula ko white city a o benteng enteng. You must mebelwa na o yalo. So what happened was Mama Kabaya ko lifeline. So Go Lifeline, it's an organization, yeah, emotional wellness. So Go Lifeline, mama ka baba jwetsa gore I have a daughter, very smart. The challenge ke gore fela o fitile mo mathateng a but ke batla go write something ka bophelo ba hae like a volunteer. So I think my mom gore anke that decision was the best decision that she ever.
And that's where you became a social activist.
Yes.
Oh, that's where it came in.
It came in because when I was Go Lifeline, Go Lifeline, I achieved a whole lot of things.
We'll talk about them, Queen.
Yeah.
What I want us to do is to take a quick break. I want us to go grab something to drink, some coffee, something to chow.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back on the second segment. So the second part, because you've given us an experience, and I know you've got a book out. I mean, we'll talk about that.
Yes.
And you've written stuff. You've talked about your life of abuse. You've been through a lot. So actually, this story is to really just to help someone. Your story is to help somebody who's going through the most difficult times, thinking already they cannot overcome.
That's
when
the thing.
You're like an overcomer, man. Like
So much shitty stuff.
Yo.
And I'm not even ready for my children to know more about my life because they would say, Mama, why are you always fighting for people? Like, why? Like, or what? The day you start knowing impilo yami part of it, you'll know why Mommy was
the way.
Nalikateng. And the nicest part about I'm seeing me in two of my children.
Oh, really?
Already. And one of my daughters, like the twin two, she saw bullying koskolong. She addressed it immediately, and she was like, you're not going to do that in front of me or in front of anyone, because if I tell my mother about this one, you are leaving your job as a teacher because you are not going to bully other children. Like for na personally, like mama ka buaka, these things they affected a lot of people, including my mom. So you are not going to do it, Kobaning Baba.
Yeah.
So I love it how I know my organization is safe because I know they'll run with it.
Yeah. Sure. What a story you've got, Queen. I think let's take a quick break. Let's go grab something to drink, and then we'll be back on the next part.
Yeah.
Also looking forward to talking about your journey, radio, your media journey, what you are doing, because you are just a trailblazer who just keeps going, Queen. Like regardless of the hardships,
the challenges,
and we've been through a lot together in the last few years that we've worked together, and you just keep rising above. So I appreciate it. All right, so let's go grab that coffee, man. So you ready?
Yeah, man.
Let's do that thing, man. We out of here.